Liftoff.
Why don't you just say, I'm going to Comic-Con?
Comic-Con's hard to justify.
Justify
Not
my
when you're the
con.
boss.
Yeah, it's expensive.
So?
It's expensive. It's the middle of the summer. Traffic's way off.
Not everybody has
Really hard.
machinima money.
It's really hard to get.
We got that Google money. What?
That's right.
But no, seriously, I am like slightly bitter because I've always wanted. Comic-Con is like San Diego Comic-Con. I think is like the one thing I probably. Well, and PAX East. I've never been to PAX East.
Really?
Never been to PAX East. Never been. Well, PAX East has only been on like 2 years.
Oh, that's true. Okay, touche.
That's not that big a deal.
Yeah, well, Comic-Con, San Diego Comic-Con's been going on for what, like
San Diego
20-something
Comic-Con's been
years?
on a long time.
More than that, I think.
Well, keep in mind, for a long time, when I was at Ziff, I basically had to trade almost everything for going to TGS.
Well, that's worth it. I've never been to
Seoul.
Japan.
It was worth it during that era. I will not disagree. Especially during that era, it was definitely worth it.
But now it's not. Not for Western press, I would say.
Oh, yeah. This year? I mean, look, even Gamescom's a mess. No Microsoft, no Nintendo.
That was a huge announcement.
a
Microsoft
huge
saying
announcement.
they're not going to Gamescom. Yeah,
And have you been? You haven't been to that either.
never been to Gamescom. I've
That-
never been to Germany, and I'm German. Sad, I know.
That facility in Cologne.
Schadenfreude.
Was ist das?
You could put like all of E3 into one of the 3 vault halls. I mean, when I went, I was amazed. The halls that they have are just huge. They're so big.
So what is there that's not? I mean, besides E3, is it like PAX and E3 together?
What at the
Gamescom,
show?
yeah.
Well, keep in mind it's open. They have public halls, so the 3 main halls are open to the public.
Right.
And so they have like this big camping area, and people come from all over Europe, and it's like a big fun
Ooh,
thing.
that smell. That I can like
It's
smell
really
it.
cool. It's
Like,
actually-
that doesn't sound good. They let people camp inside a hall, like not outside.
not inside the hall.
You're not explaining this properly.
They have a camping area, like a park where they let people camp.
Okay, you said a hall.
Outside the hall.
Okay, that makes more
Outside the
sense.
hall.
Outside the hall. Okay, got it.
Outside the hall. I'm surprised. I mean, I understand where Microsoft is coming from because it's the same. Look, Microsoft's decision to not go to Gamescom is the same reason that I've never really been able to justify spending big money on going to San Diego Comic-Con. Because after you've done E3, anything for the next couple of 3 months, they're just going to repeat the same content, essentially, and try and find a new way to rehash the same PR message.
That's true. But the thing about Comic-Con that I think is cool is that it's
The panels.
Well, yeah,
You get the
of
panels
course.
and you get the interviews. Panels and interviews is where it's at for Comic-Con.
Yeah, I mean, you're not getting anything like super groundbreaking as far as like
Right.
announcements and things like that. But I just like the excitement and the Hollywoodness of it all.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's certainly taken on a very, very film-oriented slant.
Yeah, and I know that there's a lot of people out there that don't like that are really
Although I haven't heard
almost
as much
like
this
kind
year.
of like
I mean, but last
purists
year, of course,
wanting
because
it
of
to
the
go back.
Avengers.
Well, there's going to
Yeah.
be a lot of stuff.
Iron Man
a lot of-
3.
3 will be there. I mean, that's pretty much the only Marvel property that'll be there.
Iron Man 3. Is this one going to have Ozzy in it yet, or is he still not involved?
I don't know.
That was a Black Sabbath joke.
Oh. I'm too young for those kind of jokes. Wait, I was showing Jeff the new challenges in Hero Academy. Have you seen those yet?
Actually, I have not turned on Hero Academy that much because I've been pocket planing.
Well, what's good about these is that
and
you can
Strike
play.
Fleet Omega-ing.
You can play them offline. You don't need to be online to play. Finally, they introduced modes that you don't need
I
to
may
play
have
first
actually
person.
almost run my course with Hero Academy.
What?
There is a new.
You're welcome to challenge me. I'm
strategic
still
on
play some. I
iOS
mean, I'll beat you another
A new
couple
what?
of times if you like.
strategic game, turn-based.
You haven't beat me
thing
yet, have
called
you?
Outwitters.
Is that game over?
That just
Yeah.
hit iOS.
Is
I
it?
just started
Yeah.
checking it
Wait a
out,
minute.
but,
It sounds like something I would like.
yeah, Outwitters looks pretty good.
You can roll down to the bottom where it says Garnett defeated you.
I've been playing this game
How
called...
come we're not rematching? Didn't I challenge you to a rematch? There's no way I would have been defeated without challenging you to a rematch.
Maybe you just knew your place.
You just haven't accepted my rematch.
It's possibly true.
Oh, I see how it is. You win one time and you never want to play again.
I'm not sure about that. Did you look yet? What'd you find?
It's still logging in. I can't get connected to the Wi-Fi.
You see, you can't prove it.
I will prove it.
Can't prove it.
It will happen.
Dave, do you usually have a copy of the news for you to follow along on? Did you want one? I made 2 copies. If not, I'll give it to those guys.
I gave him a copy. Oh.
Of the news.
Oh. I don't know what
I don't got no news. All I got's olds.
I do think it's interesting that you
That's
continue to
not
print this.
fun.
When this is what's on it. You guys ready? You see that? There's
Like,
nothing.
so-
There's a break.
Top secret nothing.
That's because people decided
That's it.
people thought the show was
Wing
too
it here.
formulaic, so it's no longer formulaic.
When was it formulaic? I've been doing this show for over a year and it's never been
We're gonna
formulaic.
do the end first.
On times
today.
when you weren't here.
I do remember when I first started, there was a segment called Cannata Ford, which
Yeah.
we don't.
I kinda
really
like
do
Cannata Ford.
anymore.
I did too.
But we well,
'Cause it's
did you
named
really?
after
Do you
you.
want to bring it back?
Whatever.
The problem was it took a lot of work. I felt like, and I didn't feel like we were like executing
Work's
well on
stupid. I hate work.
it. I mean,
Works hard.
Let's see here.
my Assassin's Creed 2.
Oh, it says you defeated Garnett. That's what it was. I beat you.
I don't think so.
It says you defeated Garnett. That's what it says. A day ago, completed.
Oh, a day ago? Maybe it just decided. Maybe I didn't play for
Wait,
so long.
you guys
that it-
gonna throw around Italian slurs now? That's not cool.
Yeah.
What?
I don't know what that means.
Maybe
That was for Jeff. I'm
I was
hoping
gonna
you
do an
got it.
onomatopoeia.
if you don't play for long enough,
day
does
ago?
it make you lose?
It'll say that you. It will say that you resigned. I think.
I haven't turned this on in forever. You know what? It's not turning on. I don't even care.
All right, what are we
Last
talking
person
about
to
on
defeat
show?
me was Magic Merlin.
That Magic Merlin.
I don't know who that is.
Oh my God.
but-
Any relation to Magic Mike?
Does he have a magic
Oh,
marker?
if they're related, let's meet.
All right, so coming up on the show today, we do not have a ton of new stuff. We do have... You know, we could just do questions of the week as part of the show if we want to later. Maybe we'll do that. Jeff has the game of the week with DayZ. People are going to be so freaking excited that you played DayZ. You can talk as much as you want about DayZ.
I have a lot to say.
Okay. How hard is it to... I'll ask all these
A
questions.
lot to say.
99
Daisy will be up.
zombies and a...
And a bitch ain't one. Actually, bitches are some of them.
Oh, all right. Fair enough.
I've been playing Assassin's Creed 2, which in and of itself is not that exciting, although there is a great deal of discussion that we can have around it, I think, of...
Wait, why are you playing Assassin's Creed 2?
He fell
Because
through, he fell through
it's
a
a
wormhole.
game, and I like playing games.
Okay.
And it's a game that people say is a good game that I should play that
It's a
I've never
fantastic
played.
game.
No, it's not.
Well, filtered through how
It's
many
not
years
a
ago?
fantastic game.
How old
And
is
I
it?
do not. I don't buy into.
I
this,
swear to
like,
God, if we
filter
spend a
thing.
whole segment talking about Assassin's Creed 2,
Yeah.
do that after I have to leave. After I leave, you guys can talk about Assassin's Creed 2.
Why? Do you
Because
not
I
like
don't. Well, it's never been a series that I've been particularly excited about,
Well,
but
good,
I
you
also
can-
don't.
You can support me on this.
Oh, okay.
You
Well,
can. You also don't what?
Well, I mean, whatever. We can talk about it if you want.
Assassin's Creed 3 is a game that's coming up, and I want to know why people are so optimistic if the series, like, if the one that was supposed to be so much better, didn't actually fix very much.
I fixed a hell of a lot.
No, it really didn't. It's still repetitious as hell. It's still...
I've been playing classic games.
That's fine. We don't have no rules. I played those
I haven't played Gun yet. Also, a different game.
It's the only version.
All right, let's.
It's the way to go back down.
So, just give me some of your hitters. I will give you.